Good afternoon, students. Today we will continue the third lecture on the homogeneous linear partial differential equations with the constant coefficients. In the last lecture, we have discussed these four formulas. The first formula, you can see this is the first formula, that is the particular integral. We find the particular integral, that is 1 upon f dt dash when operating on phi of ax plus b by d will be replaced by a and d dash will be replaced by v, and we integrate phi of u n times with respect to u, where u is equal to ax plus by and f of ab is not equal to 0. We integrate it n times because the degree of d and d dash in f dt dash is n. This is the formula when f of ab is not equal to 0, and if f of ab is equal to 0, if f of ab is equal to 0, then it must have a root, then it must have a root of type bd minus ad dash, because when d is equal to a and d dash is equal to b, this will be equal to 0. So suppose this has n roots of this type bd minus ad dash, that is f dd dash is equal to bd minus ad dash power n. So if we find the particular integral of it, then it will be equal to x power n b power n upon n factorial into function of ax plus by. And the second part of second is nothing but the combination of the first part and this second part. So we have already discussed in the last class. The third formula is, that is when function f of xy, that is right hand side of the partial differential equation, is of the type e power ax plus by into vxy, when we apply it, that is we find the particular integral ft when 1 upon ft dash operating on e power ax plus by into vxy, and if we take e power ax plus by common, that is, or we can say when we apply 1 upon ft dash first upon e power ax plus by, then d will be replaced by d plus a and d dash will be replaced by d dash plus p. And the fourth one is, that is if the function f of xy is of the type sine of ax plus by or cos of ax plus by, then in f of dd dash we replace d square by minus a square, d dash square by minus b square, and dd dash by minus ab. So these all we discussed in the last lecture. Now we will do some example based on these formulas. The first example you can see here, that is first example is to solve the partial differential equation d square plus 3dd dash plus 2d dash square operating on z is equal to x plus y. So first of all we can find the complementary function. We will discuss only the particular integral here, so we will not discuss the complementary function. You can find it easily as we have already done it in the first lecture. That is complementary function is equal to phi 1 of y minus x plus phi 2 of y minus 2x. And now for the particular integral, we will operate 1 upon d square plus 3d d dash plus 2d dash square on x plus y, because x plus y is the function of ax plus by, where a is 1 and b is 1. So we will replace, when we operate this operator on this function, then we will replace d by a, that is 1, and d dash by b, that is equal to 1. So it means we substitute d is equal to 1 and d dash is equal to 1 here, and we will integrate this function x plus y by taking it is equal to v, that is v is equal to x plus y twice, 2 times, because the degree of the function f of dd dash is equal to 2. So degree of this function is 2, so that's why we will integrate it 2 times. So first time when we will integrate this function, then we will get v square by 2, and second time we will integrate, then we will get b power 3 by 6. So v is equal to x plus y, so we finally we get that is we get 1 by 6 b power 3 by 6, where v is equal to x plus y. So the answer, final answer, particular integral is that is x plus y power 3 upon 36. So final answer, that is the general solution, will be equal to the complementary function plus a particular integral, that is equal to this one. Now we move to the second example. Second example is similar to the first example, that is here we have a x plus function of x plus y, and we can take 24 common. So this y minus x will be our ax plus by, where a is equal to -1 and b is equal to 1. So we can easily solve it like in example 1. Similarly, in the part b of the second example, a is 1 and b is 1, and in the c part a is 2, b is 1, and so on. We can solve these questions as the example 1. And the last question, that is f part, we can solve it. This is also the function of ax plus by, where a is 2 and b is 1. So this can be solved again like example 1. Now we move to question number 3. So question number 3, that is we need to solve this partial differential equation, where now f of xy is equal to e power 2x plus 3y. Again we stress on the particular integral. So particular integral is when we apply this 1 upon d square plus d2 dd dash plus d dash square on e power 2x plus 3y. Again this is the function of x plus y, ax plus by, where a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3. We replace d by 2 and d dash by 3, so that we can write the denominator by d plus d dash the whole square first, and then we can replace d by a and d dash by b. Without replacing this, we also can substitute d is equal to a here and d dash is equal to b, that is d is equal to 2 and d dash is equal to 3 here. So finally we get this solution, because we integrated it twice, that is e power b, where v is equal to 2x plus 3y, because the degree of the function ftd dash again 2, so we twice integrate it, that is ev with respect to v, where v is equal to 2x plus 3y, and in final answer we will substitute the value of v, because if we integrate e power v with respect to v, then it will not change, it will be is equal to e power b, then the final particular integral will be equal to this one, and again the general solution will be the complementary function plus particular integral. Now we will move to the question number 4. In question number 4, we have this r minus 2s plus t is equal to sine of 2x plus 3y. Again this is the right hand side, the function of ax plus by, where a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3. So a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3, and r we know that r is equal to del 2 z by del x2, s is equal to del 2 z by del x ly, and t is equal to del 2 z by del y2. So we can write it like this part, given partial differential equation, del 2 z by del x2 minus 2 times del 2 z by del x ly and plus del 2 z by del y2 is equal to sine of 2x plus 3y. Again to find the particular integral, we can write this, we can write its auxiliary equation, or we can say symbolic form, that we can write it in the symbolic form, that d square minus 2d dash plus d dash square operating on z is equal to sine of 2x plus 3y. And because this left hand side can be written as a d minus d dash whole square, so we write that is particular integral 1 upon d minus d dash whole square operating on sine of 2x plus 3y. and obviously a is 2 and b is 3, so we can substitute the value here and integrating sine of 2x plus 3y, that is sine v with respect to v, where v is equal to 2x plus 3y. So integrating twice sine v with respect to v, where v is equal to 2x plus 3y, and by integrating we get, that is finally substituting v is equal to 2x plus 3y, we get the answer particular integral minus sine 2x plus 3y. So this is the particular integral, that is minus sine 2x plus 3y. You also can solve this question by replacing d square y minus a square, d dash square y minus b square, and d dash y minus ab in this one. So we can also solve in this way. I have solved this question in the second way also. You can just look the solution. So see, this is the same question we have solved now, that is d square minus 2 d dash plus d dash square operating on z is equal to sine of 2x plus 3y. The particular integral is given by obviously this one. Now I replaced d square by minus a square, because a is 2, then minus a square is minus 4, and because b square is equal to 3, then minus b square is equal to minus 9, and because a is 2, b is 3, then minus ab is equal to minus 6. So I substitute the value, d square is equal to minus 4, d dash square is equal to minus 9, and d dash is equal to minus 6. Then I will get, that is minus of the answer is minus of sine of 2x plus 3y, the same answer as we have done on the last page. So you can see we not will integrate 2 times or 1 times this function, we will not integrate, we just substitute the d square is equal to minus a square, d dash square is equal to minus b square, and d dash is equal to minus a. So we will not integrate in this formula. So similarly we have the next question here, that is find the particular integral of this function. Finding the particular integral of this function, you can say this is of the form, this is of the form, the third formula, that is f of xy is equal to e power ax plus by into vxy, and when we take e power ax plus by outside, then d will be replaced by d plus a and d dash will be replaced by d dash plus b. So you can see here that is, this is of the form e power ax plus by into some function of x y, but this is some function of y or xy we can say, because x is missing here, so this is the function only of y. So in this way, when we take e power ax plus by outside this operator, or we can say when we operate this operator on this function, then d will be replaced by d plus a and d dash will be replaced by d dash plus b, because you can see here e power x minus y, so a is 1, v is minus 1, so d will be replaced by d plus 1 and d dash will be replaced by d dash minus 1. So d will be replaced by d plus 1, this d will be replaced by d plus 1, and this d dash will be replaced by d dash minus 1. So after operating this, we get this one. Now this is again the function of ax plus by, that is sine of ax plus by, where a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 1. So we can substitute d is equal to 0 and d dash is equal to 1 in this one, and we substitute d is equal to 0 and d dash is equal to 1, and integrating, if we substitute d is equal to 1 and d dash is equal to 1, then we will integrate it twice with respect to say u, where u is equal to here y, 2 times because the degree of the function is again 2. So when we integrate it first time, this is equal to sine u integration is minus cos u, and again minus cos u integration is minus sine u. So you will finally get this result, and therefore the particular integral is equal to this one, that is minus e power x minus y sine y upon 2. So in this question we have only this formula, we can apply only this formula, we cannot apply the other formulas, because this is not, this whole function is not the function of ax plus by. This particular, maybe we can say the function of ax plus by, and this also is the function of ax plus y, but multiplication of these two is not the function of ax plus by. So we can only apply this formula out of these 4 formulas. We can apply the other formulas, we will do later on, but maybe today, but we cannot apply other 3 formulas we have done already. Now move to the again 4th question. We have done this 4th question in the 2 ways, and these questions are obviously similar to this one, because only the difference is values of a and b. In the second b part, the a is 3, b is 2, and in c part a is 2, b is 3, and in d part a is 1, b is 2. So now we move to the 5th question. 5th question is, you can see that is we need to solve this partial differential equation. Now this is right hand side f of x y, the function of cos mx into sine ny. This is also not the function of ax plus by, and this is also not of the form e power ax plus by into some vxy. So how we will do? We can apply the formula, that is 2 cos a sine v. So when we will apply this formula, we know that the formula is, so first of all we will write it as okay, the solution is not given, that is 2, we will apply the 2 sine a cos b formula, and we will write it in the form, that is in the form, so its formula is 2 sine a cos b is equal to, we have sine a plus b plus sine a minus b. So cos mx or cos a sine b will be equal to sine a plus b plus sine a minus b upon 2. Obviously then we can separate it, that is we can apply this particular integral first on sine of a plus b, then on sine of a minus b, and we can add of these two and we will get the particular integral. We have also a solved example based on this, that is we have the question given by this one, that is cos a cos b, and we know that cos a cos b is equal to cos a plus b plus cos a minus b upon 2. So we apply here cos a plus b is equal to cos a plus b, cos a cos b is equal to cos a plus b plus cos a minus b upon 2, and we now apply separately this operator first on this one, second on this one, that is equal to 1 by 2 is taken common, and we apply this operator on the first term, this one, and plus the second term, this one. And now this is of the function ax plus by, where a is n, a is m, b is n, and similarly this is also function of ax plus by, where a is m, b is minus n, and we can solve it separately again as we have done the previous examples. Now we move to the say example number 6. So in example number 6 we have the right hand side tan of y plus x, that is tan of ax plus by. So again a is 1, b is 1, so we can similarly solve it as we have done the previous examples again, and this is only the function of y plus ax. So obviously y plus ax means that is here only we have the function of ax plus by that a is a and b is equal to 1, and we have also the last example, that is 16 log of x plus 2 by e. Again this is the function also of ax plus by where a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2. So we have done all the questions in the same way. So there is no restriction on the function of ax plus by. That may be the exponential function, that may be the sine or cos, that may be logarithmic, that may be any function, that may be tan or any function of the ax plus by. So we can apply the first formula on any function of ax plus by. So again we have now some examples. So, sorry, we can see in this question, say example number 6, where we have tan of y plus 3x. Here we will get the case of failure. You can see that when we will apply the particular integral, the left hand side is equal to d square minus 2d dash plus d dash square, which is equal to d minus d dash whole square. So when we will apply this d minus d dash whole square on tan of y plus x, so if here ax plus by, where a is equal to 1 and b is also is equal to 1, and if we substitute d is equal to 1, we will replace d is equal to 1 and d dash is equal to 1, then we will get the case of failure. So now we will apply the case of failure, that is the formula second. So if we have now 1 upon d minus d dash power n operating on some function of ax plus by, we know that that is equal to x power n upon a power r, sorry, upon b power r, x power n upon b power n into n factorial. Here n is equal to 2. We can see the formula again. We can go to the page number 2. We can see that when we will apply this formula, case of failure, then this will be equal to x power n into b power n upon n factorial phi of ax plus by. I already told you that this may also be written as y power n upon minus a power n upon n factorial into function of ax plus by, but generally we will substitute in the form of x only. So we move to the again example number 6. We can see this is equal to x power n, where n is equal to 2 upon b square into 2 factorial into tan of y plus x, that is equal to x square by 2 into tan y plus x. So this is the solution. Similarly we can solve all the part of this question number 6. Now we move to question number 7. So in question number 7 also we have the function of ax plus by on the right hand side, where a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, and when we will apply this operator on sine of 2x plus 3y, where 5 can be taken here common, and again we get the case of failure. And we also can write this denominator d minus 2d dash into 2d minus d dash. We can separate it, make it separate, because in the last question we have the two roots and both the roots where the case was failure. Now we get the one root where the case fails and one root where the case does not fail. So where the case does not fail, we will apply the formula number 1, and where the case fail, we will apply the formula number 2. That is the mix of formula 1 and 2, that is second part of the second formula. So we will apply first this operator on this function sine of 2x plus 3y. So when d will be replaced by a, that is 2, and d dash by 1, so we get that is 2 into 2 4 minus 1, that is 3, that is 1 by 3 because we are operating 1 by 3, so we will also we are operating replacing dy a and d dash by b, so we will integrate it one time because the function degree of the function, this function is 1. So we will integrate sine u one time with respect to u, where u is equal to 2x plus 3y, or sine b, that is equal to this one. So now we get this result. Now here we have case of failure when we will place dy 2 and d dash by 1, then this is the case of failure. So we will apply the second formula, that is here obviously n is equal to 1 because degree of this function is 1. So we will multiply x power 1 upon b power 1 into 1 factorial operating on cos of 2x plus 3y. So finally you will get this answer, and simplifying this will give the particular integral. So we have done now all the three all the types of that is first rule, second rule, third rule, fourth rule formula, all the formulas we have applied. Now it means now the questions will be repeated, and so we will not do any other question. All the other questions are left as an exercise. One more thing I can say, that if d is the derivative with respect to x, then 1 by d means integrating partially with respect to x, and if d dash is the derivative with respect to y, then 1 upon d dash is the integrating partially with respect to y. So here you can say 1 upon d operating on sine of 2x plus 3y, so it means we will integrate sine of 2x plus 3y with respect to x, because 1 by d means integrating with respect to x partially. And now you can see that example number 9, the first question, where the right hand side is e power 2x minus 3y plus e power x plus y plus cos of x plus 2y. So in this question, when we will operate, then we will operate separately, that is we 1 upon this term we will operate first on this one, plus we again operate this function on this one function, and then plus we again operate this same function on this third term, and we will add these three terms, and we will get the particular integral. In the first term, obviously this is the function of ax plus by, where a is 2, b is minus 1. In the second is again function of ax plus y, where a is 1, b is 1. In the third is again function of ax plus by, where a is 1, b is 2. So now we move to the next formula, that is if this small f of xy is the function of some x power m into y power n, and this is if this is the function of x power m into y power n, then how we will find the particular integral? That is, the particular integral is equal to z is equal to 1 upon f dd dash operating on x power m into y power n. So there are two cases here. The first case, that is if m and n are positive integers. If these are positive integers, then what we will do? That is, if m is less than n, that is power of x is less than power of y, then we will expand this 1 upon f dd dash in the power of d upon d dash. And if n is less than m, that is the power of y when is less than power of x, then we will expand this 1 upon f dd dash by d dash upon d, d dash upon d. And case 2, if one of m and n, if one of, no need not to be both. If both, then this cannot be solved by this method. So if one of m and n is a negative or non-integer, say in first case, say if n is negative or non-integer, then we will expand fd 1 upon fdd dash in the power of d upon d dash. And if m is negative or non-integer, then we will expand 1 upon ftd dash in the power of d dash by d. I will give the example based on all the cases that we have, the 4 cases I think, or maybe. So I will give the examples. Say first example, see, that is solve d square minus a square d dash square operating on z is equal to x. So you can find the complementary function. I will discuss on the particular integral. So when particular integral means that 1 upon d square minus a square d dash square operating on x. So this can be solved in many ways. Firstly, you can assume that x is the function of ax plus by, where a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 0. If we use this formula, then we will replace d by 1 and d dash by 0 and integrating u 2 times where u is equal to x, you will get the same result. And because this is also of the form, the right hand side is also of the form x power m into y power n, where x is equal to 1, where m is equal to 1 and n is equal to 0. So we can write it, we can expand this f of dd dash in the power of d dash upon d, as we have discussed in the last page. So first of all, to expand it in the power of d dash by d, we will take d square common from the denominator, that is equal to this one, and then we will write it, the second term, we will write this term, that is 1 minus a d dash square by d square, 1 upon 1 minus a square into d dash square by d square is equal to 1 minus a square d dash square by d square to the power minus 1. Now we will expand this binomial expansion, that is 1 plus, we can write it 1 plus a square d dash square plus d square plus so on. Plus so on, we didn't write the other terms. Why we didn't write the other terms? Because when we will write the other terms, then that will be the higher power of d dash. So as we know that d dash means the derivative with respect to y, and when this is the second derivative with respect to y in the numerator, that is this one, and when we will apply on this function, then this will get 0 here, and if this will get 0, then higher term will be obviously will be 0. So it means we will not write the other terms, and we will operate these terms on x. The first term operating on x, we get x, and the second term we get applying on x, that is equal to, we get 0, because the d dash square means the derivative with respect to, partially with respect to y, and first derivative is equal to 0 and second obviously is equal to 0. So it means we have now x upon 1 by d square operating on only left is x, because 1 is operating on x is x. So it means 1 by d means the integration with respect to x. So 1 by d square means the integrating with respect to x 2 times, we get x cube by 6. So this is the particular integral. Or here we can say alternatively, because here alternatively you can expand this function in the terms of d by d dash. We also can do it by using expanding in the terms of d by d dash, but that will take more time and that maybe take your very long time to solve it depending on the powers. So I will give you example, one example, in the next, on the next page. You can see you can solve it here easily by d dash square. Reason is that because here power of x is only 1, so you can solve it by this method also. The answer will be the same, that there is no change in the answer. No, sorry, I said wrong. The answer will be different. You can see here the particular integral, we get this one, here the particular integral this one, and you can verify both are answer, because you can verify, you can differentiate twice with respect to x and with respect to y, and substitute in this case in this equation, and you will get that is equal to right hand side, which is equal to x. And similarly you can again differentiate with respect to x with respect to y two times, and substitute in this left hand side, you will get right hand side that is equal to x. So both will satisfy, so both are the particular integral. It means particular integral may not be unique, the particular integral may be infinite or maybe more than one. So here we get the two particular integrals. If I will solve by another method, I may get the another particular integral. So so if we solve with a different method, I can get the different particular integral. So there need not to be only one particular integral for all the questions. Now we have again, this is of the form x plus ax plus by. We can do it again using the function of ax plus by, or we can separate the term of x and y, and we can apply the formula x power m into y power n on the first term, and again x power m into y power n on the second term, and we can add these two and we will get the final particular integral. But if we get this type of equation, then it is better to apply the formula number one, that is function of the form ax plus by. So you will get the, you can solve it in the less time. The third question we can see here, del qz upon del xq minus del qz upon del yq operating on xq yq, or we can say dq minus d dash q is equal to xq yq. Here x power m into y power m powers are same, so either you can expand it in the power of d by d dash, or you may also expand it in the power of d dash by d, and you can solve it by both the methods. In both the methods, normally the particular integral will, you will get the different particular integral. So here we expand it in the power of d dash by d, and you can see by taking dq common and this taken power of -1 and expanding the binomial expansion, and you will get this one. You will not expand furthermore, because the third derivative with respect to y we get here. Then in the next term we will get the derivative with respect to y 6 times, which will be obviously is equal to 0. So solving it we get this solution. And if you will expand it in the term in the power of d by d dash, then it will give the different particular integral, but both the particular integrals are right. So you can solve all the questions by this method, in which you get the power x power m into y power n, or you may again also solve it by using the function of ax plus by. Now I have solved the different sum example, which does not include the all the formulas. Say first question is, that is d square plus d dash square operating on z is equal to x y power 10. So now here y power 10, so y power 10 means that is x, m is 1 and n is 10. So we must solve it by expanding it in the power of d upon d dash. If you will expand it in the power of d dash by d, it will be very long solution, and it will take more than maybe 1 hour. So you need not to solve by expanding it d dash by d. You must expand it in the power of d by d dash. So for that I take the common d dash square from the denominator and write in power of -1, and applying the binomial expansion, I will expand only up to the second term, because the third term will d power 4 by 4 and so on. As you can see, d square means the derivative with respect to x two times. When I will differentiate it with respect to x two times, it will get 0. Obviously, if the second derivative is 0, then the third, fourth, fifth, all the derivative will be equal to 0. So I need not to expand it for the third term or fourth term, and so on. So when I will now operate this operator on this function. So first, when we operate 1 on this function, I will get the same function, that is equal to x into y power 10. And when I will apply this function on this one, because there is only one power of x, applying the first derivative with respect to x, we get y power 10, and second derivative we get 0. So all the term other will be equal to 0. And now 1 upon d dash square means the integrating partially with respect to y two times. So finally I will get this solution. So this is the particular integral and very easy solution. Now you may solve it by expanding in the power of d dash by d, and you will see that the particular integral will be different obviously, but it will take much time. Now the next question, that is, we have also not covered this question before, so I wrote this, that is, I take the left hand side of all the question is same, and I am changing only the right hand side of the questions. See, again we have taken d plus d dash square operating on z is equal to x power 1 by 2 into y square. I told you that if one of the m and n is negative or not integer, then you must take this, you must expand this f of d dash in the power of d dash by d. If m is a non-negative or integer, then you must expand this in the power of d dash by d. So for that I have taken common d square from denominator, and this take this in the power of -1 and expand by the binomial expansion. So you can see this is equal to, we get this one, and now applying 1 on this one we get this one, and then by applying this equation on this one, because this is the we can say the numerator is d dash square, so differentiating it partially with respect to y two times, you will get 2 into x power 1 by 2. So that is, first of all we apply the 1 on this one, we get this one, and this is -1 by d square. Firstly applying d dash square numerator, we get a 2 into x power 1 by 2, and now integrating it with respect to x two times, because 1 by d square is there, we get this one. And now again we have 1 by d square of on all the function we apply, that means that we will integrate now sorry, we will integrate this function two times with respect to x again, and finally the particular integral will be equal to this one. And if you will expand this function, or this function f of dd dash in the power of d upon d dash, then it is not solvable by this method. So it will, you will not get any answer by that method. You can solve it. Now the next question, that is, when d plus d dash square operating on z is equal to x square upon y square. So here you can see x square upon y square means y power -2. This is x square into y power -2, so negative. So we will expand it in power of d upon d dash, so that we will take d dash square common, that is 1 upon d square upon d dash square, operating on x square into y power minus 2, and uh, again applying the same procedure, you will get the particular integral is equal to this one. Again I said that if you will now expand it in the power of d dash by d, you will not get any solution. The next question is, that is, when d square plus d dash square operating on z is equal to 1 by x square plus 1 by y square. First of all, I want to tell you that do it yourself, that if you can do it yourself, then it means you have already understand all the concepts told by me. And if you unable to do by yourself, then you can see I already solved it. But first of all, I will request you that do it by yourself. Their particular integral will be is equal to obviously 1 upon d square plus d dash square operating on 1 by x square plus 1 by y square. Then we again separate the term, that is we will apply this operator on first term plus apply this operator on the second term, that is equal to this one. Now obviously here power of x is negative, here power of y is negative, so we will expand this term by expanding it in the power of d dash by d, and we will do this by expanding in the power of d upon d dash, and you by solving in this way you will get the particular integral. Now there is one more method known as the general method. So this is the general method to find the particular integral. General method means that when you cannot apply any other method, then you must apply the general method, or you can apply the general method on any question. So if you cannot apply any other method on the question, then you can apply the general method. And if you say that if you will do only one method, that is general method, because you can apply on the each and every question, then this is also not good, because this may take a longer time as compared to the previous one questions, depending on the question to question. So now again we have the partial differential equation of the form f dt dash operating on z is equal to f of x y. Again I am writing, if we have, say, this is the function f d dash of degree n, then obviously it has n roots, so say m1 m2 up to mn are roots. That means f d dash can be written as d minus m1 d dash into d minus m2 d dash up to d minus mn d dash. Now if we apply the particular integral, we will find the particular integral, that is applying f of dd dash on f of xy, that is equal to 1 upon this operator on f of xy. So first of all, we consider that we are applying, say, 1 upon d minus mdz on f of xy. So that means d minus md dash z is equal to f of xy. If I solve this, because d is equal to del y del x, d dash is equal to del y del y, so this can be written p minus mq is equal to f of xy. Obviously this is the Lagrange's equation, so auxiliary Lagrange's equation is equal to this one. So for solving first two equations we get, we get y is equal to y plus mx is equal to some constant, say c. So now we can solve first and third equation or second and third equation. So say that we are solving first and third equation. If we solve first and third equation, obviously this is a function of x and this is a function of z. So here we have also y. So we will replace this y, because we have y is plus mx is equal to c. So we will replace this y is equal to c minus mx. So y will be equal to c minus mx. So c minus mx, that is y is equal to c minus mx. We will substitute here in the function of x and y, and we will we will solve first and third, and you will get this one, and solving this we get z is equal to this one. And obviously here you can see that z is equal to integration of a function of x comma c minus mx dx. Of course this is function is the function of x only, we can easily integrate this. So it means the particular integral will be equal to, when 1 upon d minus md dash operating on f of x y, this will be equal to integration of a function of x minus x comma c minus mx dx. Now after integrating it, we will again replace c minus mx by y, so we will get the final particular integral. So in this way we can apply first, you can say this term we can apply on this one, then d minus m n minus 1 d dash applying on f of x y, and similarly one by one terms, term by term we will apply this operator on f of x y. Or you can see that when we apply d minus md dash on f of x y, we get integration of f of x comma c minus mx dx, where c is equal to y plus mx. And if you will apply 1 upon d plus md dash, then here you can see here m is replaced by minus m. So here m will be replaced by minus m, that is equal to here plus sign, that is plus m, minus of minus is plus. So now come to the example directly. You can see this is a question, and we have not done any method to solve this question. Obviously we can solve this question by taking e power x common, and we can, you know, replace d by d plus a and d dash plus b, and we can operate again this function 1 upon this function on y minus 1, and we can again apply this function on term by term by term method. But directly we can apply the last discussed method, that is we can write, first of all we can write this into the factors, that is factors are d plus d dash and d minus 2d dash. Now we will apply these operator one by one. First of all we will solve, say, this one. We will take 1 upon d plus d dash as it is, and by operating this one. So obviously by the verb method we have, you can say here we have m is equal to 2, and we can replace by c minus mx, that is m is equal to 2. It means we can replace the m y is equal to c minus 2x. So we replaced by c minus mx, that is equal to by c minus 2x, and c minus 2x minus 1 into e power x, c minus 2x minus 1 into e power x. So now we can obviously easily integrate this one. So after integrating we get this one, and again replacing c minus 2x by y. So by replacing c minus 2x by y we get this one. Again now here this is of the form d minus md dash, where now m is equal to minus 1. So if m is equal to minus 1, again we can replace y is equal to c minus mx, that is equal to y is equal to, here we can replace by c plus x. So again we can integrate it with respect to x, and after integration finally I get this one. Again I can replace this c plus xy, you can say c plus xy y. So finally I will get this particular integral. So this is my particular integral. So I can solve the questions by this method, but for that I need to break it into the fractions. That is, I have to break the left hand side function or denominator function into the factors of d minus md dash. Then I can apply the general method on every question, on any question. So all other questions are of the same type. So you can see here this example. So in this example we have 2 cos y minus x sin y, x sin y. You can see that no method can be applied to the particular integral except the general method on. So we can apply the general method. So again we can make its left hand side's factor, which is equal to d plus d dash into d plus d dash, that is d plus d dash whole square. So both the factors are same. What we will apply one by one, first of all we will apply d plus d dash one factor on this function. So while applying, you can see m is equal to minus 1 here. So we can replace y is equal to x plus c. So we replace y in this function, y is equal to x plus c, and integrate it. And after integrating we will replace x plus c by y. So we will replace x plus c again by y. So we will get this one. Now again operating this operator on this one, again m is equal to minus 1. Again we will integrate it by replacing, say, y is equal to x plus c or x plus c dash or any x plus c1 c2. We can take the different constant and integrating it, I get this one, and sorry, I get this solution. And finally by this can be cancelled by this one with negative and positive, and finally that is equal to, this is only x into sine of x plus c, and I can replace this x plus c dash by y. So the answer particular integral is equal to x into sine y. So we, for general solution I can add the complementary function particular integral, so that I will get this general solution. So these are the all formulas based on we can find the particular integral of the homogeneous linear partial differential equation with constant coefficients. So in this way we end this homogeneous linear partial differential equation with constant coefficients. Next we will do the non-homogeneous linear partial differential equation with constant coefficients in the next lecture. Thank you.